In this video, we are going to be making Bone Broth BBQ Glaze, an elevated condiment from the upcoming Naturally Nourished Kids Cookbook.
Yes, this barbecue glaze goes amazing on our pan-seared chicken thighs as we feature in this upcoming cookbook, but you can also put it on pork tenderloin, even salmon, ribs, or any form of barbecue delivery. It goes well to apply to meats before cooking or even as an after sauce as we cook it initially in the process.
Condiments in general can be a delivery of a lot of unfavorable ingredients, including things like high fructose corn syrup, seed oils, and preservatives. I want to take a look at this Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce and the problematic ingredients that we might encounter here.
So the first ingredient listed is high fructose corn syrup. This is a hepatotoxin or a stressor to the liver and is going to spike glucose levels remarkably.
And then we see other problematic add-ons of corn starch. There's corn syrup in here actually twice, as well as some additional sugar. So a lot of unnecessary carbohydrates and inflammatory ingredients, as well as sodium benzoate added as a preservative.
So when we're looking at a Naturally Nourished Kids recipe, we're using all whole food ingredients that come together in a delivery of deliciousness. Let's get it started. All right, so I have heated my cast iron at medium-high heat. I'm going to add in the avocado oil. We're gonna add in the red onion and chopped garlic. Stir it just to ensure everything's coated with that hot avocado oil. Good job, get it all in there.
And then we've got 2/3 of a cup of fresh red bell pepper going in.
All right, now that everything's coated, we're gonna add some generous pinches of salt. Stir it once more to distribute that sea salt and then allow it to make contact with the pan to make some nice browning. That caramelization is what's gonna start to create some sweetness in the flavor profile. All right, so stir it once more to mix up what surface is hitting the pan and allow it to sit undisturbed again about another 2 minutes or so. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add in the seasoning, that remaining sea salt, chili powder, and smoked paprika.
Once we've got some good browning action here, I'm gonna go ahead and use bone broth to deglaze and give a little bit more oomph to this recipe. So it's a frozen bone broth ice cube. You're looking at about 4 tablespoons. We'll let that melt down, and then we'll let some of that liquid cook off before we add the next ingredients. So we can see that we are starting to get some texture here. It's kind of starting to come together, not so liquidy anymore. Got some thickening. We've brought up all the browned bits from the bottom, and now I'm going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, along with about 2/3 of a cup of an organic unsweetened ketchup. So this is the Primal Kitchen ketchup.
And then we'll just let those flavors meld for a good minute or so before we blend it up. All right, so I've transferred it into a wide mouth ball jar. And then I love using just an immersion stick like this. Now you can pulse this just for a jammy texture. You can see it kind of blending down here in the base. Or you can go high and make it super velvety, just up to your texture preference. Lick it off the stick. All right, let's get in there.
It's solid. I'm usually not a barbecue sauce kind of girl, but I think it's because most barbecue sauce to me is so overly sweet, and this is not.
No, it's got that like little subtle smokiness, which leans really well into grilled foods. And I will say this color, it lightens up as you blend it. But when you apply it to your chicken thighs, for instance, which is the featured recipe in the cookbook, you're gonna paint that on while they're pan seared. So you get a little bit of browning on the skin. And then you paint that on and you finish it in the oven. And as this barbecue sauce cooks in the oven or is on a grilled meat, it gets that nice, deep kind of red caramelized jamminess. Delicious.
Go ahead and like this video, drop us a comment below of how you're going to use this bone broth barbecue glaze, and be sure to subscribe to the Naturally Nourished YouTube channel so that you never miss one of our bi-weekly releases. Cheers. Bye. Woo!
And once that has heated up, we're going to go ahead and add in the chopped red onion and the garlic. Is there a dog in the chute?
There's a dog, yeah.
Okay, this dog's gotta get out of here.